going to show you today is how to create a footer with a line above it. I will show you what it looks like first. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my little macro that I've got here. And I've got line at the bottom, and I'm going to run it. It asks you, would you like to maintain today's date as static? And I'd say yes. So it's not changing every time I open the file. What I've done is I've saved this as a PDF just so that it'll be easier for you to see the line at the bottom. So this would work also when you printed it out. But here we have our document, and you can see we have the sales figures, which is the title of the file. It's on sheet 1, and it's got today's date on it. And it's got this line above it, which kind of breaks up your data from your information on the bottom of the sheet. So what we're going to do is I'll show you how to create this. So I'm going to go back to my sheet, and I'm going to go to my developer tab. So I've opened up a new module in my Visual Basic here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to name this sub I'm going to call it footline. And then we're going to do an opening bracket and a closing bracket. Okay, so then the next, we'll put some spaces in here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to keep the screen from updating while we're doing this. And then we're going to, and with Activesheet.PageSetup, so we're going to page setup. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say what we're going to do for the left footer. Okay, so dot left footer, we're going to say, and then we're going to put a bracket, and then we're going to put underline. And there is 33, you do this 33 times to get this line, and I've played with this for a while to get it to work. It might be different for you, but it should be. And then what we're going to do is we're going to ask for, in this code here, we're asking for the file name. The center footer, so we start with dot center. So in the center footer, I have again set equal and ask for 33 underline spaces across here, and then the characters in the second set here is asking for the sheet name. Okay, and then we're going to have a message box come up. The message box is going to ask do you want to maintain today's date as static, or do you want it to change every time you open? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go message box. The options are going to be yes, no, or cancel. So if the response is yes, then what I want it to do is for the right footer, then we have our 33 spaces here again, and then we're going to say to put in today's date. Okay, so if the response is yes, then we are going to ask for today's date using now to get the date, and then we're going to format it with the day, month, year. What we're going to do is we're going to do an else in case they said, so if they responded no, what we're going to do is just put the day in. And then what we have to do is just end the if and end the with, and then we're going to end the sub. Okay, so we're going to compile it because my typing isn't always perfect. And it seems to be okay. And so we're going to run it. So do you want to maintain today's date? And then you say yes. And there you go. And it works perfectly. So that's how you put a line between your footer and your document. Please subscribe.